Hello, mates. How's it going? I have not made a video in a while, have I? How are you all doing? It's been a long while since I uploaded something. And in that time, a lot has happened in the VR community. For example, Gorilla Tag is dying. Like, it's effectively dead at this point. It used to have hundreds of thousands of players at one... That was its peak. 170,000 at one point. And then its everyday peak was about 40,000. Now its everyday peak is about 9,000. That's a weekly peak from what I know. So there's this new game arising, UG, which I have in the background here, which is essentially better than Gorilla Tag in every way, in my opinion. If you look at it, you can... I don't know what I'm doing right now. I'm probably killing the Magmadon, killing some sort of alpha, swimming. So it depends on what footage I'm doing, because obviously I made this before I made... hold on. Before I made this... I made this before I made the video. I haven't really watched over the footage yet, but I do know there's some parts that I don't want to include and some parts that I really want to include. So you'll probably be seeing a Magmadon boss fight here, but anyway, Gorilla Tag is dying and it's undeniable at this point. I mean, it went from tens of thousands of players as a peak to basically nothing. But as it's falling, as I've said, UG is rising. So, is Gorilla Tag going to die and is UG going to take its place? Are games like UG and Animal Company going to take its place? Smaller games made by smaller creators? Well, the short answer is probably not for a while yet. And the long answer is this whole video. So first off, I want to get into the whole logistics of this. So Gorilla Tag still has a higher peak than a lot of different games, and a lot of people still play it compared to other VR games. But now it's going down and it's slowly falling. It used to be the most downloaded game every single week. All the time, the most reviewed game, and it still is, ever. But it is falling. The massive monkey empire is falling, and two new ones might take its place in the VR space. Animal Company, which I've never personally played, but it sounds fun. And UG. Loads of people play UG, and from the start it was in my opinion, better than Gorilla Tag, so let's look into this. UG is a game where you ride dinosaurs, and you buy dinosaurs with the in-game currency, nugs. Costs about 2,500 to get one of the new dinos, and you can buy nugs for money. Same with Gorilla Tag, but inflation is hit hard on Gorilla Tag. In UG, you don't even need to buy nugs. Even though 1,000 nugs, which is I don't know, 1/3-ish. I wouldn't say it's a third, probably more like 2/5. Sorry, I'm doing really quick maths. My brain's shut off this weekend for whatever reason, so I'm a bit of a dum-dum at the minute. But, yeah. In UG, you don't have to buy nugs. It doesn't cost much to get nugs, and even though you can buy them, you don't have to. You can do these things called daily challenges, which if you level up your dino enough and you have a swimming dino, then you can do relatively easily. I recently got the all-new Swimming Dino bundle, which costs about 23 quid. Gives you 7,500 nugs to buy 3 of the new dino, or 3 dinos in the future. And you can very easily level it up to get 25 nugs per level until you've earned 250 nugs. And by other people in the server beating bosses, you can get 50 nugs. There's tons of ways to get stuff in UG. Nugs specifically. And that's not even the best part. It started off as a game created for closed alpha that blew up because of the way it looked. It looked like Gorilla Tag's original Simplicity, but better. With grand updates and tons of different ways to use your character to do things. Where buying stuff with the in-game currency didn't mean just buying cosmetics to make yourself look cool, but buying actual useful dinos. And it was great. It had that sort of simplicity that Gorilla Tag had at the start of its life, and with the mix of the grand updates that would come every time. Yeah. I don't really know much about Animal Company. Somebody else has probably made a video on that. But this is about UG, really, this one. Sorry, I'm not very well spoken today. Like, at all. It's very strange, but anyway. Sorry. I'll listen over this recording and see if it sounds good enough. Because I want proper quality for this. Because it's my first video of 2026, I'm pretty sure. But anyway, and now it has really grand updates. Recently, the Swimming Dino has come out, and it's a new way to use your character for things. You can easily get nugs. You get 2,500 nugs off the bat. Yes, 2,500 nugs to buy the newest dino off the bat, and a free dino called the Nubisaur, which you can use to get the newest dino, which in this case is the Swimming Dino, and use it for basically anything you want. So yeah, they all have different advantages. There's ones that are slower and have more attack speed. There's ones that are faster and have more attack speed. Attack damage. There's ones that are faster and have less attack damage. And there's ones that are slower and have less attack damage. Which is essentially the Chompisaurus. Nobody uses the Chompisaurus. I've never met someone who mains the Chompisaurus. But anyway, yeah, it's a very good game at the minute. And Gorilla Tag had that in the start of its lifespan, but it's been ruining itself for a while. And I forgot to mention the best thing about it. The training table, where essentially, if you don't like a dino or a few dinos that you have, there's a massive chance somebody else is going to want it, and you can get a dino that you want by giving them the dino that they want. There's also trade values on stuff, so if you want, there's also alphas which you can kill and get tons of. They have a lot of trade val. They don't have much trade value. They have about as much trade value as the newest dino. Well, not the newest dino. If it's been in the game for a while, then it has about as much value as it does normally. So, not a ton, but I'm pretty sure you can give quite a lot of different alphas for a Triskelly Magmon, which is the strongest dino in the game and probably the rarest. I have none of those. Oh, what just happened? Hold on. Hold on. What's going on? What just happened? Hold on, let me restart the level. Sorry, something really weird happened in Blade and Sorcery. I was using Mystic Hands and got launched into hell. Anyway, so it's a good game. It's a great game. It has that simplicity Gorilla Tag once had, with better things, and you can get nugs for free quite easily, and it's just in every way better than Gorilla Tag is now, which I'm going to get into now. OG Gorilla Tag and current Gorilla Tag. So, let's start with OG Gorilla Tag. OG Gorilla Tag was a great game to just hang out with your mates and stick with them. You can just hang out with new people, hang out with your mates, hang out with anyone you want for a prolonged period of time. After a long day at work or school, usually school for most people. Ooh, Hornet's Needle. Sure! Sorry, I'm probably going to edit that part out. If it's not edited out, then feel free to take the piss out of me. Oh, Jesus Christ! Die, Baron boy! Die! Sorry, I'm fighting the Baron. And I'm playing Blade and Sorcery. Hell yeah! Blade and Raw to see. Yep, he's dead. So Gorilla Tag was once a really calm, fun game. We could just hang out with new people for a long time until your VR died, get super sweaty, have a good time, just enjoy your time. And it was also free on the MetaQuest, which was the most easily available one. And you could get cosmetics, but they didn't really matter much. All that really mattered on the field was your skill. But now, in Gorilla Tag, it's a lot different. First off, the only place that has any changes to it anymore is... It used to have all these grand updates all the time. Like, every update was great. Even last year, the spring update was fantastic with the whole bee mechanic. If you know about it, you know about it. And it was great. But now, this year, they've changed nothing in forest or canyons or caves or anything. But everything about City has been changed. City's the only place with changes. And guess what City is? The place where you buy stuff. So they put all of these advertisements in City for all of these packs, all of this stuff, and there's ATMs everywhere. Basically everywhere. There's one right outside the shop where you buy your stuff. It's always been there, but like in this time when a single cosmetic will run you about 2,500. Well, not basic cosmetic. A cosmetic that actually looks good. It isn't just absolutely balls. Will cost you about 2,500. So, if you want to get 2 good cosmetics, you're going to have to spend 10 quid. That's not even flashbacks either. One flashback cosmetic now is 2,500. Expensive. But, yeah, it's an awful thing that's happened to the game. It's made it a really shit game. And also, the VIM issue. It at first seemed like a good idea. Long-time fans of the game could spend £10 a month to get some nice benefits that wouldn't affect how they play. But they missed out on one critical thing. Body tracking. It changes your entire hitbox, and when 50% of the tags in the game are based on somebody grazing your side with their fingers, and they actually hit you but they don't hit the hitbox, then it's going to ruin the game at some point. And it did. It has. Because now everyone, except for the poor, except for less wealthy people, can afford to get an advantage over everyone else, probably in the lobby, because nobody's buying this. You also get more friends and more features, obviously, but more friends and a whole new map to use that everyone's been requesting for ages. It's just not fair, is it? At all. And the fact that it gives you an advantage is just awful. So, yeah, there's no changes to Forest whatsoever. Meanwhile, this time of year it looked like tons of bees and stuff. It was fantastic. Now it's awful, and that's why I haven't played it in like 6 months. So, what should you derive from this? You can derive what you want, but I'm going to say what I've got from this, with maybe some of this Blade and Sorcery gameplay in the background, because I might have run out of other gameplay. I'm playing Blade and Sorcery right now. So what should you derive from this? Probably, you've already derived from it that Gorilla Tag is probably not dying as much as I'd made it out to in the beginning, but it's definitely not as alive as it was, and not as equal as it was. It's a bit like the Animal Farm thing. They change things and gaslight the players into thinking that the changes aren't real. So, what's my take on this? I'd say that Gorilla Tag is still going to remain the giant for a while. Probably not for another 5 years, but maybe for, probably not for another one of its lifespans, but maybe for 3 more years at max, it's going to be the top dog. But Ugg said it's only getting started. Somebody's made a video on Animal Company out there, I'm sure of it. So you can go watch their video. I'll probably link it in the description. Creds to whoever made that. And creds to Existence for letting me actually be able to make this. Yeah. Anyway, that's my takeaway from it. You can take whatever you want away from that. You can say Gorilla Tag's dead. Oh, Gorilla Tag's gone. Or you can say Gorilla Tag's gonna live forever, which is definitely unlikely. Games never live forever. Sorry, I had to wipe my eyebrow. I've been playing this for an hour straight trying to get a good recording. Yeah. Anyway, that was me. Probably for a bit. Now, what am I going to do about this? I'm definitely not going to make Gorilla Tag content. Oh my god, I just decapitated him. Oh god. I did not think that this... What's it called? Falchion. Could even do that. But, I mean, I did. Oh, you tripped over a rock. Easy to kill. Oh. I'm probably going to switch over to Ugg content. Why? Because firstly, I want to apply for the creator program and get the benefits in games, sort of. Second, I want to get... I really just enjoy the game. It's my most played game this week on VR. And I love it. It's a good game. It's a good social game. Last night I was on for 2 hours, having the most fun of my entire this year. The most fun I've ever had since spring 2024. 2025. 2025 even. Sorry. Weird as fuck. The most fun I've had in a long time. But so I'm probably going to be transferring to Ugg content, making update reviews, making update rumours, just making content on the game in general because it's fun. It's great. Obviously, this isn't sponsored because I've only got just under 200 subscribers, so how would I get sponsored? How would I even get sponsored? But, yeah. Hopefully, there will be an upload next week. hopefully there will be an upload next week involving the update, but then I can't upload the week after because I want to return to a regular update schedule. Well enough. Thursday's the day I finish my exams, so probably can't make an update rumor video then, but will definitely make an update review. Because Thursday's the night I finish my exams, the night before my sports day, night before everything that's good. And then the day after the next coming Friday, I'm going to France. So I won't see you that week, but the week after I will. And apparently the week that I'm away, the fishing update's going to come out. I'm probably going to make a review of that. I'm going to make an update rumor video for that, upload it on Wednesday, and then review the update 2 days after I come back, maybe. Probably the Monday that I come back, because that's when I have the most free time. I'll have one video lined up for next week. Yeah. So, anyway, stay tuned. That's me done for probably this week. Because, it's Saturday. If you want me to do an update review, I can. I'm mostly just doing this for the love of the game, to be honest, because nobody watches my videos. I'm mostly just doing it for the love of the game. I want to get into the Creator Program, though, so I can get more views and subscribers, because I'm passionate about YouTube. I quit for a while, because I've had a lot on, but now I'm back. Yay! Anyway, goodbye, mates. It's Waffle! Say hello, Waffle! I know you don't have vocal cords, but say hello, Waffle! Just look at her. Goodbye for 3 days.